Picture a July evening, warm air, the sky glowing orange and purple as the sun sets. Families gather on blankets, eyes turned upward, waiting. Suddenly, fireworks burst red, white, and blue, lighting up the night. Cheers echo as the sky fills with color, a tradition millions cherish each 4th of July. But this day is more than fireworks. Earlier, parades filled the streets, grills smoked in backyards, and American flags waved everywhere. The 4th of July is a day of community, togetherness, and pure fun, a nationwide celebration. But why do we celebrate this day? What makes it so important? The answer is a story of courage and big ideas, a story about the birth of the United States. On July 4, 1776, leaders made a bold decision to break free from a distant king and form a nation where people could govern themselves. It was a risky step, but one they believed in. Let's turn back the pages of history and discover how this incredible day began. Before America was a country, 13 colonies lined the Atlantic coast, home to people seeking new lives. For years these colonies were ruled by Britain and King George III. The ocean between them created not just distance, but a different way of life. Over time, tension grew, especially over taxes on everyday items like tea and paper. Colonists protested, no taxation without representation. They wanted a voice in the laws that governed them. Britain sent more soldiers, tightening control and fueling resentment. Colonists began to question being ruled by a distant king. They imagined a government by the people, for the people, a radical idea spreading fast. Through letters, pamphlets, and town meetings, the dream of liberty took root. The seeds of a new nation were planted, ready to grow. Tensions exploded into action in Boston, 1773. The Tea Act forced colonists to buy British tea, so the Sons of Liberty dumped 342 chests into the harbor, the Boston Tea Party. Britain struck back with harsh laws, closing Boston's port and taking away local power. Instead of dividing the colonies, these acts united them. In April 1775, British troops marched to seize colonial weapons in Lexington and Concord. Paul Revere and others warned the countryside, "The British are coming." At Lexington, a shot rang out. The shot heard round the world. The Revolutionary War had begun. Ordinary people, farmers, blacksmiths, merchants, faced the world's strongest army. They fought not just for protest, but for freedom and their future. The war would last years, but the fight for liberty had truly begun. The path to a new nation was now paved with courage and sacrifice. Everything changed with that first shot. With war underway, colonial leaders met in Philadelphia in 1776. They needed to declare to the world what they were fighting for. Thomas Jefferson drafted the Declaration of Independence, laying out a vision of human rights. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. The Declaration listed the king's abuses and argued that government exists to protect people's rights. If a government fails, the people can change it. On July 4, 1776, the Declaration was adopted. This was the birth of the United States, on paper at least. The colonies were now fighting to create a new nation built on liberty and equality. July 4th marks the moment America declared its hopes and dreams to the world. Signing the Declaration was an act of immense bravery. 56 men risked everything. If caught, they'd be hanged as traitors. John Hancock signed boldly, a symbol of defiance. Benjamin Franklin reminded them, "We must all hang together or we shall all hang separately." Many signers lost homes, fortunes, even family in the war that followed. They were ordinary people with much to lose, but they believed in a free nation. Their unity and courage were tested, but they held firm. Their signatures were more than names, they were pledges to a new country. They bet on the idea that people could govern themselves. We honor their courage every 4th of July. Their risk gave birth to a nation. The celebration is a tribute to their daring dream. Today, the 4th of July is a festival of summer and freedom. Fireworks light up the sky, echoing the battles that won our independence. Families gather for barbecues, sharing food and laughter. Parades fill main streets with music, floats, and flags. Children wave flags and wait for candy, while communities come together in pride. Patriotic songs play everywhere, and red, white, and blue decorations abound. The American flag is displayed with pride on homes and clothing. These traditions, fireworks, food, parades, music, bring us together each year. They remind us of our shared history and the freedom we celebrate. The 4th is about community, memory, and joy. It's how we honor the nation's birthday and the gift of liberty. The 4th of July is also a time to reflect. The Declaration's promise, all men are created equal, was not fulfilled for everyone in 1776. Many were enslaved, women lacked rights, and Native Americans were excluded. America's story is a journey to live up to its ideals. Abolitionists, suffragettes, and civil rights leaders fought to expand freedom. The struggle for equality continues today. Building a more perfect union means ensuring rights for all, regardless of background. We learn from our history and work together for a better future. The promise of 1776 is a goal for every generation. As fireworks light the sky, remember the courage of the past and the hope for the future. Each of us plays a part in carrying freedom forward. The 4th of July is a celebration and a call to keep America's promise alive.